Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Pixelship podcast. I am joined, as usual, by Ryan Blandy.
I'm not buying Skylanders no more.
And Ryan Hayes.
I don't believe that.
Joel Hartlab will not be with us on account of... I don't know what he's doing.
He's kissing babies.
He might be kissing babies.
Hold on, no, we're starting off with Ryan's fucking introduction. What do you mean you're not buying Skylanders anymore?
I have made a decision, and I will still buy Disney Infinity, but no longer Skylanders. You know
What
why?
problem?
This trap team bullshit is dog shit.
Is this the little flavor crystals?
Yes, those little flavor crystals. Do you know how much those little flavor crystals are?
$5.
$6.99
I was close.
for
Yeah,
what?
they're just memory cards, right?
For one freaking little stone. They're tiny. They're freaking tiny, and they're worth $7 freaking dollars. No, thank you. No,
So do I understand this correctly? Like, they're the same exact thing as the figures, only they don't look like the thing that's going to be on the screen because you're trapping the monsters in the little crystals and you don't know what's inside?
Yeah, you're trapping the villains inside the thing, so they're just, like you said, they're basically memory cards.
But if I have crystals all over my dining room table, how do I know what monsters and what crystal?
Well, I guess when you turn on the game, you find out.
More importantly, if I'm over my friend's house and I have a bunch of crystals and he has a bunch of crystals, how do we sort our crystals?
You better write on them.
Here's the thing that I don't think you're factoring in. If you have a bunch of these crystals, then you don't have a friend to go over to his house.
That's bullshit.
Wholeheartedly disagree. If I'm a 7-year-old child, I probably have loads of crystals.
Oh, God.
They made the money pit bigger.
Duh.
Yeah, but so
I'm not doing that no more. That's
look,
ridiculous.
I jumped on the Disney Infinity train. That thing's pretty neat. I'm never buying another figure ever again, but I kind of get the whole point. I played Skylanders with you. I think that's a pretty neat fucking game. I would never buy
It's
figures.
a very good game.
But the appeal of that is the cool little non-action figures you get. What's the point of the crystals? I don't understand the appeal of those. How do you even sell those?
Basically, well, how do you sell them? $6.99 each. That's how you sell them. But
So because they're half the price of a normal figure.
no, they're like a normal figure is $10.
I thought they were 13.
Those are Disney Infinity.
What would appropriately priced be?
Well, no,
I don't know, like $3.
No, I mean, it's outrageous that a little piece of plastic with a near-field communication chip in it is fucking $13. Like, that is pure insanity. But at least they're cool looking, right?
Yeah.
If you have disposable income or you are a small child and you need a quick birthday present, I think they're super fucking cool. I have a bunch of the Disney Infinity ones, and I think they're super fucking cool looking. I think it's insane what they charge for them, but I understand it. To charge $7 for nothing?
Yeah, it's a little crystal that, you can interchange the villains that are inside the thing. And then the portal talks to you when you suck the villains from the game into the little gem thing.
Okay, I have a weird technical question that you may or may not be able to answer.
All right.
Inside a Skylander, it's just an NFC chip, right?
Correct.
Can I read a Skylander on my cell phone or NFC reader hooked up to a PC?
Yes, but you need the corresponding software, obviously.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can buy packs of NFC chips for, like, super fucking cheap. Can I start black market Skylanders?
I don't believe so.
I don't think you can. However,
why not?
The thing is, a bunch of people, when they get the game and they're trying to find out, like what Skylanders are coming out when they don't announce them, and they just find the code in the NFC chips, and like people during Giants, people were playing with the whale giant Thumpback before months before they came out.
What?
So it's possible within the game's coding,
All right.
but
I'm gonna do
I
an
don't
experiment.
think like you could just create a figure to be in there.
I think
However, you could probably put
it absolutely can be done, but it's probably a pain in the dork
yeah.
to do.
This is interesting to me. I'm gonna start a fucking black market Skylanders fucking
Make them look
web
cool.
ring.
Just put them on naked Barbies. You'll sell 1,000,000.
Or you
When
could
I was
just
Sell that
paint
shit
'em.
on Etsy.
Oh yeah,
You
sell
could
it on
just
Etsy.
paint them, man. People go gaga for custom Skylanders.
But
Custom-
yeah, I want to
custom
put them in like
painted.
Furbies and shit.
Put them in Furbies, definitely. Little army men. Shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a.
All right, I'm sorry to
Time.
disrail your podcast. You can actually get going now. I was just curious why he wasn't buying any more Skylanders. Sorry.
It's a money pit. It's a
It is,
sick-
yeah, well, I mean, all of your friends and loved ones have been telling you that for years. So
I've gone
Yeah,
over
but
your
at
house
least
and been
at
appalled
least
at how
Disney
many
Infinity-
fucking Skylanders you
Well,
have.
Disney Infinity is being smart, and they're coming out with a digital version. So if you've got the first Portal from the first game, yeah, you could just buy the digital version for $20.
cool.
It says the NFC tag cannot be copied.
Well, there you go.
This is bullshit. I'm gonna figure this out.
Yeah. What does not mean exactly?
It means this particular piece of software I have is not compatible with Disney Infinity codes, apparently.
What? All right, so we're going to be talking a little bit about
Why do you keep saying that?
not only about what we've played this week like we normally do, we're also going to be talking about what's new in video game news, what's exciting for you folks, what's exciting for us. And we're going to have a question this week. Of course, we don't have Joel with us to get his 2 cents on what he's played, but we will start with another heavyweight giant of the video game industry. Ryan Blandy, tell me about your week in video games, sir.
All is Destiny. Destiny is all.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
However, they did finally get Mega Man 7 on Virtual Console on the Wii U, so I bought it and I tried it, and it's very hard.
Yeah.
Mega Man 7, was that a PlayStation one?
No,
No.
it was SNES.
Yeah.
And
Before X?
Unfortunately, like, it's crazy expensive, so I was glad to get a digital version.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can buy
That
packs
is the
of, like,
greatest thing.
7,000 games.
No, but I really like that. Like, Earthbound I bought when it came out on the Virtual Console because I never had a legitimate way to play that game, and I really wanted to play it, and it works well on the gamepad. I like that kind of shit. Like, I could give a shit. I don't need to buy Super Mario Brothers 3 for the 30th time, but games like, Mega Man 7 or any of the, like, really hard to find ones are the ones they need to push up there because I don't mind owning a legitimate copy that's easy to play.
Agreed. And that's the thing. I never played it before. I always wanted
I don't
to.
know if I've ever played 7. Is it on any of those collections? I have one for the GameCube and the
yeah,
Xbox.
I think it's on the Mega Man collection. That
All right, maybe I'll have to fire that up
too.
and see if I can try it out. What is it?
Huh?
What is it? Is it closer to like NES Mega Man? Is it closer to Mega Man X?
I'd say it's closer to like Mega Man X. However, the sprites were very fantastic.
Do you think that's
Well, they were
because
an
it was
X.
a re-release?
Like X had them more, I'd say, complete, but like or rather, how about smaller? They had them smaller. Mega Man 7, the sprites were big, so like Mega Man takes up like a third of the screen, and it looks awesome. Looks great, and I always wanted to play it, and then I played it, and I stopped.
Cool.
It was hard.
It was hard. So you were checking out Mega Man's hard, enormous
I
sprites.
only did one level. I only did one level because the internet said it was the easiest, and I disagree.
I mean, Mega Man is traditionally hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, But
hold on, how can you disagree if you only played one level? If they said it was the easiest level and you played it and you said no, that's not
well,
the easiest
if it was the
level.
easiest level, why didn't I beat it?
Well, probably because you're terrible.
Nope.
It could be because you're terrible.
No, it is. There is only one solution to this, and that I am correct.
Yeah.
And there is an easier level.
Nope, you are
In
terrible.
my
You
opinion.
should probably just end your life right now. You can't even beat Mega Man 7. Jeez. I don't think I could. All right, so Mega Man 7 and Destiny. It's rather crazy ends of the spectrum, I'd say. How much do you think it cost to produce Mega Man 7?
What?
Back in the day,
Back in
I
the
have
day.
no idea.
Like-
no idea what those games cost.
Right. Like, is it anywhere near what it costs today? I mean,
Oh God, no, no. They had no money. No.
They had no money?
I mean, relatively, they weren't like destitute, but they didn't have millions and millions of dollars to pay for games. You know, like it was. It's the reason that in old video games, all of the art assets were what the programmers made. Like it wasn't that systems weren't capable of amazing art, but 99.9% of the game studios didn't have an art budget because fuck, we can barely pay for these programmers, kind of thing.
Well, the video game industry is amazing. It just keeps growing and growing and growing, and that bubble will never pop.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Fuck
matter.
you, never pop!
Because even if the fucking
Pop goes the
Bungies
weasel.
and Capcoms of the world fucking crumble to the ground, we still have, you know, Vlambeer and all the other indie studios that are still making games. Like, games aren't going to disappear.
I've said it before.
I just might not get Call of Duty Super Warfare, you
I've
know?
said it before and I'll say it again. The indie games are the fucking bee's knees, man.
So, I mean...
We live in a lucky time.
What? Until they're not indie no more.
I don't give a shit. Like, all I mean by indie is a couple guys or a guy or a couple girls or a girl or guys and girls getting together and making a game. You know, just
I thought you were going
doing
somewhere
a
else
thing
with
they
that.
want to
I
do.
thought you were going somewhere else.
Making
Doing
games.
things they want to do. They're consenting adults. They
The
can
baby,
have
the
video
babies,
games together
they're
if
kissing
they
the
want.
babies.
Sometimes
Beautiful
video games
babies.
come from it. You know, you never know.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right. Well, thank you for your informative and delicious video games of the week, Ryan. Are you proud?
You're delicious.
Thank you.
Proud.
Proud. Ryan Hayes, let's hear about the adventures that you went on this week.
I also went on a Destiny adventure, but didn't actually get to play a whole heck of a lot. I didn't have a lot of free time this week.
I feel you.
I really, honestly, all the games I played other than Destiny were NES games. Castlevania, because I pop that in regularly, because one day I will actually beat that. I don't get very far. It's actually really embarrassing, so I don't want to talk about that. But then I decided to put in Double Dragon 2.
Double the fuck dragon, pussy.
Double the fuck Dragon Pussy, and I have to say, it may be the best punching guy in the face sound in video games.
Pretty amazing. Yeah, it's got
For an NES, that thump, that
yeah.
that little crack, it just sounds so fucking good, so good.
The old school Turtles in Time had a really good punching sound too, but
There's
you're right.
something about it. It feels right, and just popping it in on a whim, I got to. Oh, also, the level I got to is the level I always die at, but also maybe one of the best video game level titles ever. Level 5 is Forest of Death, which is fucking amazing. It's just like, oh, helipad, oh, city, oh, underwater base, because every game had an underwater base in those days. And then you get
sewers.
to Forest of Death.
Right.
There's nothing particularly deadly other than, like, you instantly drown because video game characters can't swim if you jump in the water. But there's nothing particularly deadly about this forest. In fact, it kind of just looks like a public park, so I never really understood that level name.
Hey,
But it
So
doesn't
Forest of
sound
Death,
too
man!
bad.
It holds.
You don't ask questions.
That's where death lives, bro. Okay.
To be fair, I always die at that level. I always lose my last life in the Forest of Death. Not necessarily because it's the Forest of Death, but more because like I have 0 lives by the time I
Right.
get there because of Bobo or whatever that bald fuck's name is. Or I guess he's not bald. He has a little tuft of black hair.
Here's the problem with
Hey,
Double
boo.
Dragon. I don't like the way you guys die. I don't like it.
What, the Fallen Blink?
Yeah, I don't like the fall and blink. I'm more of a fan of the Contra, like, do 3 backflips to die. Like, that's the
Overly
kind
dramatic.
of death that I like.
Everything about that game is just so much fun. And every single time I play that game, it takes me a good 30 seconds to realize the right and left action buttons, A and B, are for punching in front of you and behind you, relative to the way you're facing.
Right.
And I'm always fucking that up. I'm like, why am I doing a kick? I'm hitting the punch button. I don't understand. And
Yeah,
then it occurs to me that I played this game 600 times, and at this point I should have learned.
Honestly, until you said that, I didn't remember that.
And you
As soon
wouldn't.
as
You would
said
put
it-
the game in, and you would
Right.
sit and be like, what the fuck? Why am I doing a back kick? Oh, that's right. These controls are super fucked.
Is my controller fucking broken already? I just got this thing. Oh, no. It's not the game.
But yeah, I played the shit out of some Double Dragon, and by played the shit out of Double Dragon, I got to the Forest of Death choice and got frustrated and quit.
Yeah.
And then I played Castlevania 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are Castlevania 2. While that is a very frustrating, long-winded game, that soundtrack, which is currently my ringtone, is fucking amazing.
Well, the question that I was going to ask this week was your favorite video game soundtrack. So,
It's not up there. It's just that dun, 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 is
Yeah.
a fucking great song, and that is now my ringtone, and I love it.
pretty good.
And that is the reason if anyone calls me, I won't pick up for like a good 45 seconds because I have to listen to it.
Well, you deserve it. You had a hard day.
No one ever fucking calls me.
No one ever calls anybody. This is the future.
It's true.
Right.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Like that, it happened. I feel this around the same time that no one sends each other emails anymore. Like I don't get fucking emails if it's not from a robot.
AOL Instant Messenger became popular.
No, like
No.
I got emails
And
like,
then
up
text.
until a couple years ago from human beings. Like human beings sat in front of a computer and typed an email. I occasionally get one from my mother because she has an iPad and she just figured out how to fucking use the thing.
Facebook.
So she'll. I don't even have fucking Facebook anymore. But it's
I know.
it's one of those
But no
like
emails because of Facebook.
it's just weird. Like I don't know. I don't get phone calls, and I feel like the phone calls and the email stopped at the same time. Like then we moved to text messages and instant messages,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with because it's the same thing as a fucking text message or a short form email. It's just weird. I also would like
I don't mind
a
losing
call
the
every
emails.
once in a while.
I do mind losing the phone calls.
Yeah, every once in a while, it's nice to talk to somebody. I am not a phone talker. Like, I will not have a long conversation on a phone. But if I, call someone to be like, hey, man, I'm on my way here. All right, cool. I'll talk to you in a bit. Like, that, to me, is better than, the text to be like, I am outside. Come and let me in.
Right.
Ah,
I like the way you said it there. You had no emotions.
Yeah, man.
You need,
Also,
you need to throw
no
an emoji
sarcasm.
on that, Butch.
No sarcasm in a text message. We need to come up with the sarcasm key.
Yeah.
Like, I just need, a little symbol, like an exclamation point with, a frowny face or something like that that just means, haha, I'm being sarcastic. I don't actually want to eat babies.
I think just an undersized dick would take care of it.
Just a tiny penis?
Just a really tiny penis.
I don't...
That'll get
Why
that
tiny... I
sarcasm.
mean, kids are going to want to use this... I mean, kids use sarcasm, right? Like, it's got to be family-friendly. You can't really use genitals for
it's
this.
it's a poo cat.
Poo cat?
Yeah, that you get the emoji of a tiny turd,
Oh.
and
People use
There
the
is a
cat
tiny
all the
poop
time.
emoji. Like, that's
and
a
then
thing.
just hey, it's poop cat.
Oh,
Alright.
like
I'm
the
kidding.
poop emoji and the cat emoji?
Yes, both
Together.
of them together.
Combined automatically means sarcasm.
Sarcasm, poop
Mm-hmm.
cat.
Shit pussy.
No, don't be crass.
Hey, man. All right.
Alright, if I can figure out how to do that on my Android phone, I will start using Poop Cat as
Cat.
my I'm being sarcastic. Hold on, I'm looking at my emojis now. I don't know if I have
Hashtag-
poop or cats.
Hashtag poop cat.
In
I
order,
don't have poop or cats.
in
I
order
have
to
a
show
cat.
my emotions.
Download those emojis.
Oh my god!
Don't
All right.
you understand? That's how you're going to emote.
I got a cat. I don't have poop. We'll figure this out later. Back to video games.
Poop
That's
cat.
all I played.
Back to
Hashtag
video
poop
games.
cat. 24.
Oh, that's a lie. I also played some more Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid. Because
Metal
that game
Gear.
is fucking great.
So
Great.
So wheat. I do love Metal Gear. I think we've talked about Metal Gear quite a bit, though.
You know, I never played very much of the Metal Gear for NES. I need to start playing that.
No, you don't.
Is it bad?
You mean not Metal Gear Solid? Just
No, I mean like
straight up-
fucking Metal Gear.
Yeah,
Just
fuck that.
Metal Gear.
Really? I remember those having the most badass magazine ads back in the day. It was just like a full page of fucking weapons. And it's like Metal Gear. Look at all these fucking weapons. That's all I remember. It was
Metal
in, like
Gear,
the back of
you're-
comic books and shit.
You're trying to be Snake Plissken, but we can't really call it Snake Plissken. So, oh, he's Snake.
Yep. It's pretty much the gist of it.
That,
What'd you play,
that-
Neil?
That's
What were
Metal-
you playing this week?
This week, I played a game called League of Legends, and it was delicious. But we've already talked about League of Legends.
You guys, you gotta branch out every once in a while.
I did.
Even if I play
branched
my
out
Destiny.
I branched out pretty far. I dusted some stuff off, including an Xbox 360 that I haven't
All right.
fired up in. I gotta say, since South Park, the video game, since the
Okay.
Stick of
Hey,
Destiny. or
South
whatever.
Park, the video game, was fucking great.
Yeah,
We're talking about the RPG one, right?
correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, since that came out, I haven't fired up the 360, but I
It wasn't
did.
that long ago. That was probably around the same time I fired up my 360. I wouldn't be
Sure.
ashamed of that.
Not that long ago, I guess that's true, but before that, I can't even remember. I moved it to my basement. Like, it's now in my basement. Hooked up
Alright.
to a TV that never gets used. Anyway,
Play some Deadly Premonition. What were you
I
playing?
did not. I played some fucking Dark Sector. Are you
Dark
familiar?
Sector. I don't know. What's Dark Sector
How do you
about?
not know Dark Sector?
Refresh my memory.
You can
Dark
find
Sector-
it for $5.
Yeah, Dark Sector is insanely underrated. I don't know why it never really caught on that much, but you're this dude and you fucking... Alright, the story is irrelevant. Who cares? You get a fucking glaive in the game, and you can control the glaive.
Oh,
With
is that the knife frisbee?
Mm-hmm. With your telepathy, you control the glaive. So you have to use it to solve puzzles. You also can cut people's heads off with it.
It's a
You-
puzzle game?
Well, yeah. Absolutely. There's definitely puzzles in it. It would be an action adventure game, but to go to different. It's almost in the vein of. No. I don't know. To get to different areas, you have to activate certain things, or you have to take certain people out, or you have to use the glaive to. I don't know.
I mean, Knife Frisbee puzzle game. You have me sold at Knife Frisbee puzzle game.
And for its time, it was awesome looking. So basically, you go around, you sneak around, you kill people, you use. It would be like if Batman used his batarang and could control it with his fucking will. It's just genius. It is. It's a brilliant game.
I think there's remote control batarangs in one of the Batman games.
Yeah, but that are not controlled with the power of will.
Right.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That is
You
an
don't even
excellent
no
point.
batteries
Hashtag
required.
willpower.
Yeah. Hashtag willpower. Yeah. So that's a game that I believe that if you haven't played it and you have the chance to pick it up for $5, spend the $5 because it's by far worth it.
All right.
It's $5 you'll
I'll
spend.
keep an eye out for that.
It does get hard. Like the game starts out pretty easy, and probably for the first couple hours, you just you cruise through, you learn, how to use shit, and then all of a sudden it just takes a turn, and you're like, how the fuck do I do anything in this game?
Yeah, but for $5, I can play that game for 2 or 3 hours and then not give a shit if I never touch it again.
Yeah, it is very fun. So that was really the only game that I played substantially. I did think about playing Ghostbusters, but I did not actually play it.
The new Ghostbusters one?
Newer, I guess. I don't know when you say new. Do you mean months or
I mean,
years?
the last one that came out, right?
I don't know. It's
The one
Telltale.
for the
Well,
PC.
there was the just Ghostbusters, the
The
movie.
video game.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a newer one?
yeah. There's Sanctum of Slime, which is
Oh.
not great.
I enjoyed Ghostbusters, the video game, what little I played of it. Apparently, I've
You
only
didn't even
played two.
finish it.
I got 2 hours in.
Oh man, you don't even know the beautiful story that Harold Ramis did before his death.
Oh, sad.
That is
No,
sad.
I've been meaning to go back to play it, but can we play online co-op? Is that like an
No,
option?
I wish. That the
Can you
thing
play
is,
split screen co-op? Is it a multiplayer game at
no,
all?
it is a one-player experience, buddy.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
That's all Telltale games, right? They haven't had any.
No, that is a Telltale Games. That was Atari.
Oh, you're right. It was Atari.
Holy shit. Atari made a decent game?
Oh, it's an excellent game. The gameplay is solid. The story was written by Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd, and everybody came back to do the voices except for Rick Moranis,
Hmm.
which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to do that anymore, man. He's not into it.
Yeah, but he says he'll be in a new Ghostbusters movie.
Well, I guess his country music career has taken a turn for the worse. It's time for
might
him
have.
to come back to the cash cow.
Yeah, why do you ever leave the cash cow?
You know why? Because it wasn't his dream, man. He was following his passion. I got
Yeah, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. He wanted to spend more time with his family.
Right. So that's
You got to respect that.
yeah, you got to respect that. And Rick Moranis is phenomenal, so I really can't. I can't fault
Yeah,
the guy.
I got years of enjoyment from that man. If he wants to fuck off and do what he wants to do, let him.
That's right. That's right. All right, well, let's move on to our question of the week. The question this week comes to us from my drug-addled mind. I wonder, and maybe you can enlighten me, what is your favorite video game weapon? Not the best, not the most powerful, not the most overpowered. What is your personal favorite? Let's start with you, Ryan Hayes.
That is a very, very difficult question. It may have to be the lightsaber in Jedi Knights 2. The first time I actually got a lightsaber in a video game that actually felt like a lightsaber, being able to deflect lasers and actually cut limbs off, and like you scrape it against the wall and it leaves a mark, like that was a fucking awesome weapon.
You
And
could be a badass Jedi in that game.
You
Like, it
could
was the first
actually be a,
time.
and it was all about that lightsaber. Like that was the first time it felt good to play with that weapon in that universe. Like before, it was just kind of a stick that you hit things with that did a lot of damage and made weird noise. Like this is the first time it actually felt like a functional weapon.
There was a PlayStation game, a fighting game.
Masters of Terrakassi?
It's
That was
possible.
the Star Wars
The Star
fighting
Wars
game.
fighting game.
Yes, that
Yeah.
would be Masters
Masters of Terrakassi. Was there a guy in it called Whore?
Maybe.
A sand person named Whore?
Yeah, I believe there was.
And when you won, he went.
Yeah, there indeed was.
Yeah, there was
I
even
can
Mara
still
Jade.
remember the first time I pulled off like a saber throw, and I was like, "Fucking yeah!" Like, you know.
Dude, that's Jedi Knights 2. Also had the fucking saber throw. That was the
Right.
best. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Lightsaber, specifically Jedi Knights 2, is a great fucking video game weapon.
Let's just be honest. Like, if it wasn't for the lightsaber, little kid us would not have been as into Star Wars. Like, there's
I
just
mean, laser sword is pretty much the coolest fucking thing I've
Yeah.
seen in a very long time.
yeah.
I'll agree.
Lucas had it right. All right, nice fucking. Probably best just fantasy weapon ever, but definitely a great video game weapon too. Ryan Blandy, let's hear about your deep dark secrets.
Okay, I have two.
Oh, jeez.
I have two, and I've thought about it. And first, for personal reasons, I'm gonna first say the Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII.
Wow, that's the most original answer I've ever heard.
I mean, that's just a cool idea for a weapon. I don't think
I
I've
just
ever
love it.
seen
I love
a gun and a sword before that day.
Abraham
Not
Lincoln
said
had
it didn't
one. I'm just saying.
exist.
Yeah.
Who?
Abraham Lincoln. I mean, it was a gun and an axe, but he had one.
Are you talking about the vampire
Final
hunter?
Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII did before that.
Before Abraham Lincoln? I don't think that's true.
Are you talking like the real
He's
life
talking
Abraham
fucking
Lincoln?
vampire hunter Abraham times.
Yeah. All right, so Gunblade goes without saying. We all know of your heart on for that franchise.
Got a hard on for it.
What else? What's the second one?
Second one, I'm gonna say the Pokeball.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
think about it.
Pokeball's definitely up there.
You could put anything in there.
Did they ever establish if you could
And then
put
they have to
fucking
fight
people
for
in a
you.
Pokeball?
I don't think
What?
so.
Like, how would it know?
How would it know? It
I
doesn't.
mean, how would it know it's a Pokemon and not a person?
DNA scanner.
the thing is, actually, if you think about it, all ghost Pokemon are people of the dead, but now they're Pokemon. So I do believe that in that place, humans are Pokemon.
You know, we have a lot of discussions about Pokemon. Like, a lot.
Humans are Pokemon, and therefore you could just catch a human and go kill this guy. Perfect weapon.
All right.
The Pokeball is the ultimate weapon.
All right, yeah.
Catch Godzilla. You
Pokeball.
catch Godzilla and destroy the cities.
I was expecting to hear the Pokeball. It was on my radar, I guess. Other ones that were definitely going to be on my radar are the Golden Gun from fucking GoldenEye.
That's pretty good.
I feel like that was Joel's answer. I'm just in my gut. I feel like that's what Joel would say. Golden Gun from GoldenEye.
Shotgun from Halo.
Shotgun from Halo is pretty brilliant.
Pistol from Halo is
Pistol
a much
from
better
Halo
one.
is good. Mine is not far off from this vein, though. I technically have two. My favorite video game weapon of all time has to be the weapon that I went for absolutely all the time in Unreal, the flat cannon. I went for
Flat
that.
cannon's pretty good. Are you a direct flat cannon or are you an alt grenade launcher flat cannon?
I am both. I am definitely both. I prefer direct, I guess, but I love the grenade launcher as well.
I mean, do you like it more than the Redeemer though?
Absolutely. It's
The
my
fucking
favorite.
nuke?
Yep, it's my absolute favorite weapon in the game.
Alright.
I would drop the Redeemer to pick up the flat cannon.
That is a bold statement, my friend.
That's
I
a
will gladly
bold
go
statement.
one-on-one with you in UT with the fucking Redeemer versus the flat
You
cannon.
can. The way that it just lends to how I play Unreal so well. I don't know. It seems like there are certain weapons in certain games, especially like Unreal kind of games, any of that kind of deathmatch, where if you have it, like you feel like you just can hit your stride, and like you're getting these multi-kills, and you can get them because you just know how it works. Like you understand it on a basic level, and that's how it was with the flat cannon with me. So I love it. The second one is definitely not as competitive. The insect plasmid from BioShock. The coolest fucking...
Yeah, shooting bees out of your...
I don't know, man. I liked Murderer Crows better.
That's bullshit. No,
Murder Crows
hands
is okay,
bees.
but no, the insect swarm was...
Eh.
When I first saw that and saw the bees crawling in his skin and on his arm, I was like, oh my freaking god, this is going to be awesome. And
That's some Jonan Vasquez shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shooting bees out of your hand.
Yeah, it's genius. It's brilliant. That is a weapon in a game. A fucking bee swarm. Yeah. So that's definitely up there with me too. All right.
Right on.
Well, thank you for talking about the question of the week. I think we're going to move in to our next segment. What's in the news, Mr. Hayes?
We got some weird news. So they're making a movie
Making a
about
movie.
a long-held video game property.
Okay.
What is it?
They decided to make a Tetris movie.
A what?
What? I did not hear about this.
Oh, really? Like, legit, you guys don't know about this?
I have one response.
What are they gonna do? Just like, hello, I am Russian, named Tetris. I stack
So,
boxes.
There's not a lot of information, but go ahead. What's your question, Neil?
No, it's not a question. I just have one thing to say.
Yeah.
What?
So there's not a lot of information, but there are a couple select quotes. Threshold CEO Larry Kasanoff, the company that's fucking doing this bullshit.
Is it going to be directed by Yul Bol or whatever that guy's
I can only assume. I can only assume. But, so, the quotes that I have right here are, "It's a very big, epic sci-fi movie. This isn't a movie with a bunch of lines running around the page. We're not giving feet to geometric shapes."
Well, they're just spitting in the face of geometric shapes, and I won't support this movie any longer.
And the other is...
They're not sticking true to the book.
"Brands are the new stars of Hollywood. We have a story behind Tetris which makes it a much more imaginative thing."
Nope.
So, we're off to a great start on this property.
The only
This
way
came
that I would
out-
enjoy it is if they would just remake war games, and in the end, instead of it being tic-tac-toe, it is Tetris, and they call it Tetris.
Alright.
And then I would love it. I would fucking remake on war games and Tetris movie. That's a hard-on for me, really.
Yeah, so
Why are they doing this? What?
There's
What?
not a ton
How?
of information. It just got out on the Wall Street Journal, and everyone just basically going, "What the fuck is happening?" But they made
how is
Battleship
that a
into a
property
movie
that's allowed
starring
to be-
Liam Neeson, so I suppose it's possible. I don't fucking know. We're all
Somebody
just
told me
gonna
that
have.
that movie
Battle-
was. Somebody told me that movie was good the other day, and I instantly lost every ounce of respect for them. Like I've never seen such a quick turnaround because I was like, "This guy seems pretty cool," and then
Well, we're
he
no
told me
longer
Battleship was really good, and then I was just like, "All right, well, I don't need to talk to this fucker anymore. I know he's mentally retarded." Jesus. Anyway.
So yeah, so that's happening. Kind of pseudo game news. Windows 10 was announced. Not a ton of details out right now. Probably the weirdest thing about that is the fact that there's no Windows 9.
Or yeah, like just skipping it.
They're just going straight up to Windows
They're
10.
going straight for 10.
Um,
I guess they meant for Vista to be 9, and they went like, "Oh wait, we missed a number."
What?
no,
because there's what?
there's 8.
There's 8.
There's Windows 8, and
8
I'm
was
running
after
Windows
Yeah,
7.
but it went from Windows 7 to Windows Vista to Windows 8.
So
Yeah, but they've been doing that for years. Anyway, keep going, Ryan.
So their kind of big pitch is it's kind of cross-platform. It's going to be one OS for all of their devices, their phone, their tablet, and their PCs. They already said this last time about Windows 8, and that went over really well. So as more stuff comes out, not directly related to video games, but if you're a PC gamer, you're probably going to at least consider this because that's usually the only time the new DirectX is supported is by the new operating system. In
I
kind of
still don't
interest,
have 8. I don't. Do you?
I don't. Windows 7 is great. I fucking love
Windows
Windows 7.
7.
Yeah, I rock 7 Ultimate, and I love it. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
Miss Pac-Man joins the fight against breast cancer. They're doing a little promotional thing. The National Breast Cancer Foundation is launching a Miss Pac-Man Pink Ribbon campaign. Basically, they're going to be selling a special maze on iOS and Android for like 99 cents through October 31st. So all of this month, and it's just to raise money for breast cancer. So if that's it, what
Is that why Miss Pac-Man doesn't have any boobs?
Yeah, maybe. That could be.
That's actually a really fucking depressing, tragic point.
It's
but
a little depressing.
I assume because she's a fucking video game character, but
She's also
Yeah.
a circle.
she's also a circle.
Maybe
She
is
could be
only
3
boob.
circles.
Maybe she's only boob.
If life didn't
All right,
toss
speaking
her
of
a
3
grenade.
circles. All right, this isn't video game related at all, but I'm going to talk about it. Have you guys heard of the Tri-Devil?
No.
This woman got a 3rd breast implant in the middle.
That is false. That is fake.
It's been disproven?
Yeah, it was fake.
Isn't that from fucking Total Recall?
Total Recall, yeah. And this chick, I mean, it's Total Recall-ish. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
There's nothing to say. Has there ever been a
Okay.
Total
Nothing to
Recall
say.
video game? Because if there has...
The tit was smaller than the other two.
I'm almost
If you're
certain
going to a
there's
plastic surgeon You're not going to go like, I would like this tit to be smaller than the other tits.
She said that.
Oh, you
That's
want
what
them all
she.
the same
She said
size.
that's what she did do. She did want it smaller.
No.
The one in the middle is 400 cc's. The other one are 650.
It's fake.
Do you know for sure this is fake, or are you just saying
Yes,
that?
it has been proven
Oh.
as fake.
Okay.
You guys can look this up on Snopes as soon as the podcast is
Sure.
over.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. What are the other newses?
For October, PS Plus and Games with Gold were announced today. Actually, Games with Gold was announced yesterday, but we didn't have a podcast yesterday. So, just if you have PS Plus for the PS4, it's going to be Drive Club. That should be interesting.
Finally.
Dust and Elysian Tale and Spelunky for the PS4. Dust and Spelunky are great fucking games, so that's super exciting. For the PS3, it's Batman Arkham Asylum and Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Maestra. I've never even heard of that, but my father has my PS3, so I'm shit out of luck on that one. And then PS Vita is Rainbow Moon and Pix the Cat. And I have no idea what either of those games are, so I'll probably pick those up and kind of see what's going on.
I liked Felix the cat.
For Xbox Games with Gold, they get Battlefield Bad Company 2, which is like 30 years old. Darksiders 2 in the middle of the month. Darksiders 2 is actually a pretty decent game, so
Yeah,
that's not bad.
That's
And then Cart, which I've never fucking heard of.
Kart.
Hey.
Oh,
You
I'm
know
sorry.
Mario
not
Kart. You know
I'm sorry,
Sonic
it's called-
Kart.
it's
Well,
called-
now we got
It's called
Kart.
Chariot, not Cart. I misspoke.
What?
It's called Chariot, not Cart.
Chariot. Chariot
You
was a
just
great
you just
metal band
ruined
from the
my
early 2000s.
fucking day.
I'm sorry. So for anyone who's counting, PlayStation Plus members get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Games with Gold get 3.
Microsoft doesn't like to give you free things.
Microsoft hates freedom.
They also hated when the Wii U outsells the Xbox One, which it's doing right now.
I'd say that Microsoft and Apple both equally hate freedom.
But yeah, so
Freedom!
I'm looking forward to my PS Plus rewards next month or next week. I guess it is this month.
Well, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, so that's all the news I got.
All right. Kind
Kind of a slow week.
Yeah, it's slow. Yeah, it's a little bit of a slow week. That's okay. We can have slow weeks every now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's about all I have, really, for this week. I am partial to the Soul Reaver in Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. That was another one that I was on the fence about for weapons. There's so many good video game
I
weapons.
never
man.
played those games.
You,
I played the demo a bunch of times. Never played the game.
You should. I mean, they probably don't hold up. I haven't played them in years. I bought them, but I didn't play them.
That's what I'm expecting to be on like one of PlayStation stores like flash sales for $2, and I'll buy it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I think I got them on Steam for like $6 for the entire.
Oh my god, can I just gush for a second? Like,
I'd
just
love it.
on a complete fucking video game related tear.
Oh yes, please.
I don't know if you guys ever played the fucking Witcher video games.
I played.
They're
the first
Joel's
one,
favorite.
but it.
Holy
it
fuck,
bugged out.
The Witcher 3 looks unfucking believable.
It looks
I have
so
not been so excited for a video game in a very long time.
Yeah, it
like,
looks so good.
Destiny was cool, and like I played the beta, and like, oh, this looks interesting. Like, I am legit fucking excited for The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. This game looks fucking awesome. It's just fighting giant monsters and being a badass. So fucking excited.
Sounds like
Sorry.
Shadows
I
of
just
Also,
didn't get-
having baths with ladies.
There's also a lot of titties in those games, which I'm
There's
not.
some tits, and also some tits.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll take a double helping.
And you also get to cut the head off of a griffin, which is super badass.
Oh, that does sound awesome.
Also, shower.
Hopefully not a hippogriff, though. Nobody wants a hippogriff to get beheaded.
The hippogriff, the head of a lion?
It's
Body
a
of an eagle?
hippogriff.
That's what I said, a hippogriff.
You said hippogriff.
Both.
No.
Yeah, that's right. You know what, Ryan? They're all make-believe.
You mispronounced it.
Shh. None of them are real. All right, ladies and gents. I think that's where we're going to leave you. We're going to pull this ship out of the harbor and go to pillage and...
Wait, why would we pillage after we left the harbor?
Well, because we're going to pillage our video game booty. I don't know.
Yeah, but then we would already have pillaged the booty.
We would have what?
Great.
We
All
could
right.
ravage the booty.
Oh, I'm going to ravage the booty right after we leave. I am your host for this podcast. My name is Neil LeBeau. I am joined by my two amazing friends, Ryan Blandy.
You know, if I was a sniper, every time that
Too
I
long.
would
Didn't read.
snipe a person's head, I would say, "Pop goes the weasel."
Still too long. Didn't read. Okay, and Ryan Hayes.
I have nothing to say.
Oh, yeah, who can follow that up? Limp Wiener.
Pop
All
goes
right.
the weasel.
I hope you all have a great week in video games.